Hi, I'm Steve Adair. Just wanted to share a few thoughts as a devotional during this time of COVID-19 and lockdown and social distancing, furlough from work for many other people, and a lot of other difficult situations and circumstances that we face at this time. Recently we had a great message from Simon Padley on 1 Corinthians 13, where he was talking about maintaining our love in these difficult circumstances. At the end of that passage, it says this: "Now these three things remain, faith, hope, and love." And Simon's done a great job on love, so I want to take another of these words, which is hope. Because I believe that as children of God, we above all people should be able to maintain our hope in these difficult times. I love that verse in Hebrews 13 verse 5, which says, "I will never leave you and I will never forsake you." It's a promise of God to us. When he says, "I will never leave you," God uses a double negative in the original language. The Greek words are ou and me. Ou denies the action, but me denies the thought of the action. So it's like God is saying, "I will not leave you, but I won't even think about leaving you." And when he says, "I will not forsake you," he doesn't use a double negative. He actually uses a triple negative. He introduces another term, ouda. And it's like God is saying, "I will not leave you. I will not leave you. And I will not forsake you." It's an absolutely emphatic statement that God will always be there for us and with us, no matter what we face. God is always going to be our refuge and our hope. Our hope is not in the doctors, is not in the government. Our hope is in God himself, who holds our future. Now, when I need some hope, I have a go-to passage in the Bible, which is Isaiah chapter 35. For me, it's a fantastic chapter, and I like to read it through and I like to pray it through whenever I'm in a situation where I need to engender some hope into my thinking. And so the verse, or the chapter starts off like this. It says, "The desert and the parched land will be glad. The wilderness will rejoice and blossom. Like the crocus, it will burst into bloom." Now, we could read the entire chapter like that, but sometimes when you are trying to find something which unlocks the true impact and the true meaning of a passage, you need to find something in that passage, a thought, a word, a particular verse, something which unlocks the real impact that God is trying to have on our lives through that passage. And in this particular incident, I think this word is will. These are things which God is promising will occur. They're not things that might occur if everything goes okay. They're not possibilities that if that there are an outside chance that they might happen. These are things which God is promising are a certainty, and they will happen. And so we should emphasize that particular word. And so if we read it like that, the passage takes on a new life, and it comes out like this: "The desert and the parched land will be glad. The wilderness will rejoice and blossom. Like the crocus, it will burst into bloom, and it will rejoice greatly and shout for joy. Glory of Lebanon will be given to it. The splendor of Carmel and Sharon. They will see the glory of the Lord and the splendor of our God. Strengthen the feeble hands, steady the knees that give way. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong, do not fear. Your God will come. He will come with vengeance, with divine retribution. He will come to save you. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Then will the lame leap like a deer, and the mute tongue shout for joy. Water will gush forth in the wilderness, and the streams in the desert. The burning sand will become a pool, the thirsty ground bubbling springs. In haunts where jackals once lay, grass, fruit, and reeds and papyrus will grow, and a highway will be there. It will be called the way of holiness. It will be for those that walk in that way. The unclean will not journey on it. Wicked fools will not go about on it. No lion will be there, nor any ravenous beast. They will not be found there. Only the redeemed will walk there, and those the Lord has rescued will return. They will enter Zion with singing. Everlasting joy will crown their heads. Gladness and joy will overtake them, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. I just think that's a fantastic set of promises for a people that were going through a difficult time. And I would encourage you to read this chapter for yourself and read it in a way that I have just read it, where you emphasize that word and you bring alive the promises that God has for us. Maybe take each passage or each section of the chapter and pray it through as something which is applicable, and apply it, to your life and to your situation and circumstances and the things that you are facing right now. I hope you enjoy this. I hope this brings a little bit of light to your day. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.